Very good evening to you guys and welcome to the Gandia Palace in Valencia for the Predator EuroTour Spanish Open. Our next match is a last 16 round between Mario He and from Austria and Wojtek Szewczyk from Poland. It's a race to 10, alternate break every 2 breaks. There is a 30-second shot clock with 1 extension each per rack, 3 fail rule, no early 10s in these WPA rules. It's 10 ball, of course, cool shot. I'm Mark White and I'm joined in the booth with a guy from the land of the bicycle. It's TDR, Tim de Ruyter. Hello, Tim.
Hello, Mark. Thank you for another great introduction. We're very much looking forward to this match. I mean, both Europe's best players. I mean, definitely on top of the rankings. Former world 10 ball champion Wojtek Szewczyk. I mean, what more should we want in the last 16?
Yeah, and I remember from the last tournament, Tim, in the same place, he was breaking amazing on these tables. And I expect more of the same. Good square hit, lots of power, and balls down. So here we go. First rack breaking outside the box. Thinking outside the box as well, Wojtek Szewczyk.
Yeah, definitely has a monster break. Hit him a bit off there, but it's not going to complain about the outcome. Look at this.
Yeah, only 3 balls down, Tim, that time. And straight on the one.
Yeah, well, if you look at the cue ball tracking just past the side, 2 bumps, 3 bumps possibly. Well, he's making 3 balls on the break, so the outcome absolutely amazing, but I'm quite sure he was not too happy about the break itself.
Well, Mario He last night was breaking very soft against his young Spanish opponent, trying to tie things up. I don't think we're going to see the same from him tonight. Mario got his own big power break as well. Hopefully we're going to see that also.
Yeah, indeed, both definitely have a great break and play very good tactics, have a good cue ball control, so I'm really expecting this to be a very high quality match. Yeah, not really too much to talk about in this one. After that break, almost everything quite obvious. Maybe a bit on the wrong side of this 5 ball.
I remember when he won the World 10 Ball, Tim, in Vegas, everyone said, oh, it's just a one-off, you know, he's not that good. But he's proving everyone wrong. Such a great player, really is. Lovely touch. Power when he needs it. Very, very good positional player.
Well, it's difficult to count someone out that is, I mean, doing all the details on a high level. I mean, he kicks the balls well, breaks them well, he jumps well. Like, all the details are right, so it may look a little bit unorthodox, but I mean, if it works, it works. We've seen many players with a little bit of a different technique succeed in the last years.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. And he's looking very, very good for this opening rack as well. 2 breaks in a row, remember, and then Mario will get 2 breaks. I mean, everything absolutely perfect in this rack. The dream start.
Yeah, perfectly controlled run out. I mean, I would say very controlled. It's only the break where maybe he's looking for a bit squarer hit. But he does open with a break run on his first break. Can he produce another one that would really set the tone in this last 16 match?
Yeah, last 16 for the ladies also. That's over on table number 2. It's Han Yu. No, I beg your pardon, it's Shasha Liu against Mighty Repero. Maria Teresa Repero. I just call her Miyagi. That's her nickname. Still don't know why. Some homework for you, Tim. Find out why Mighty's nickname is Miyagi. Perhaps she was a really big fan of Karate Kid. Who knows? Second break then for the pole. In pole position right now.
Oh, the cue ball straight into the corner. I actually think he broke him way better than the last break. It's a bit of a unlucky bump if you look at it. Cue ball slightly going outwards still though, but the 4-railer just bumped it right into the corner, straight in. A little bit of a funny shot on the 2-ball mark.
Yeah, it's a bit of an oxymoron what you just said there. Better than the first break, but scratch, you know. It's just the way this game goes sometimes, isn't it? So he's going to have to play the combo here, is he?
Well, it's either a bank shot on the 2 to start with, or this combination. The only reason why he should be playing for this combination was because the rack overall is laying quite well. A bit of traveling to do though, especially from the 2 to the 5 and then back down to the green 6-ball.
Easy to go. It didn't, I don't think. Wrong side, Tim. With the 5.
Well, he's looking at going around the 8. Will be tricky.
He go around the 7 as well. Is he going 3 rails? Oh, around the 8, yeah. Good call, Timothy. Good call. Doesn't want this to be straight though. Oh, may just have a slight angle. Like a draw stun kind of shot. Back to somewhere where he is now. He's going to have to take distance on this 7-ball though. Oh, he hasn't made it. He's quit on the shot. He led up on the stroke, Tim.
Oh, well, and now the other problem too is when he jumps and makes this, the cue ball will have a lot of base still in it. So it would be nice if he can control it to the center of the table, but it's easy to run real wild.
Ten seconds called. Well, he controlled the cue ball somewhat. It was a nice soft hit. Could have been worse, Tim. Could have been much worse.
Well, on the other side, if you imagine Wojciech scratching on the break, he must be delighted to get back to the table. Couldn't really do much more than this, but I'm quite sure that he was over the moon to actually have a chance to redeem himself.
Yeah, giving ball in hand away at the start of a rack, you never expect to get ball in. Once you get ball in hand, give ball in hand, I should say. You don't expect to get back, Tim, do you?
No, not really.
Unless it's a really peculiar layout. Probably called the 10 there, did he? Just in case. It's not a winner, but it keeps you at the table, and that's a pretty poor shot there from Mario. A little bit weak.
Yeah, did not manage to bring the 7 ball over all the way to the top short rail, so it's a chance now. Doesn't have to do too much with the cue ball, just an eeny meeny bit of left spin to go around the 8. That's what I like to play. Just to spread the pace over 2 rails. Oh, and he's caught it thick. Aye, aye, aye. It's a pretty big miss. The spin definitely squirts the cue ball in a bit more. Just never expected him to miss it by a ball. So I'm quite sure Mario will have to clear this up. Will clear this up with how things are laying.
Both squandered chances in this rack. Nicely done. So we're all square in this one. All of the men's last 16 matches are going on right now. Luca Men up against fellow German Yuma Dormer, and it's Dorner who's taken the first 2 racks there. Felix Vogel, another German, 1-1 with Kasper Matikainen. Tobias Bongers is all square 1-1 with Emil Andre Gangflo. Fraser Patrick going really well. He's 2-2 with Dennis Grabe. Mustafa Alnar, 2-1 up against Oliver Solnoki. Max Lechner, Mad Max, is 1-3 down. So he's 3-1 down to the man we just commentated on, actually, Tim, Hubert Lepotko. And Simon Corral, 2-1 up against Senjin Perdovanovic. Ready for Mario to break then. First of his 2 breaks. Let's see how the break's working tonight for the Austrian. Very well. Oh, nice kiss on the 2 as well. And how's it looking, Mr. Deraita?
Well, I'm just not sure if the 2 ball does go to the most obvious corner. That's the only thing I'm really wondering. Well, it's not ideal to play for the short side on the 2, so where the cue ball is now might be his best way to get on the blue 2.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's landed really well actually on the 2 ball. Which now the 3 in the same corner needs to be on the high side. And then might want to stay on the high side on the 4 as well. Wants to stay above the 4 to be able to play the cue ball 1 rail back up to the right side of the 5 ball. Well, that's the tricky thing with these 2 players though. I mean, definitely very high quality players. In this format, Wojciech losing 1 out of the 2 on his break. With Mario breaking twice, he could already find himself down 3-1. So the gap could be there early on. Depending, of course, if Mario can convert his 2 breaks. But he's well on his way to convert the first one.
Yeah, and how expensive, Tim, will that 7 ball prove to be, the one that Wojtek missed in the last rack, to go 2-0 up? Always nice to win a rack against your opponent's break. He's looking good here to finish this break and run. Played a great shot from 1 to 2 at the very beginning, which has opened this whole rack up. Can run then on his first of 2 breaks. Mentioned the ladies are in action as well, guys. Sandra Baumgartner up against Anna Grodiznik. 1-1 there. Linnea Holmstrom, who did really, really well in the juniors tournaments just a few days ago. She's up against Pechen Tsai, and it's the Taipean that's 2-0 up in that one. Han Yu 2 up on Hong Jin Yu. Mario ready to break. I'll bring you the rest of those latest scores, guys, a little bit later. But back to Mario He leading 2-1 against Wojtek Szewczyk in the men's last 16. The Predator Spanish Open, part of the EuroTour. Another good break, Tim. Oh. Look at this. 3 balls again to match Wojtek.
Look at the cue ball too. It hopped off and just stopped dead right there. You could actually say this is the perfect break.
No, really? Did I just hear Tim Delater say this is perfect?
Look at this format. I mean, making a ball, or plenty, open racks, perfect cue ball control, no bumps with the balls moving around. The only thing he's got to do is to get from this 2 ball to the 3 ball. Could go 2 rails forward to play the 3 ball on the top left. Or maybe even drop it in the side, but not... I mean, it's not an easy shot on these tables.
Just shows you, Tim, doesn't it? When we were commentating on the last match, the breaking wasn't great. There weren't too many balls going down with regularity, but it just shows you when you get a couple of guys on the table who are breaking well, what a difference it makes.
Yeah, definitely. If this is the way how this match is going to run, this might be the best match I've done commentary on for a long time. I mean, you don't often see 2 players break the balls so well. Plus, well, they're not always guaranteed to have the shape. So if they get a couple shapes too, you might see a break a run fest.
They love a fiesta in Spain. They also love a siesta, but there's no chance of falling asleep while this one's going. This is exciting stuff. at the Gandia Palace Hotel.
Well, I'm just curious to see how Wojciech will be responding. As we've seen, he still made balls on the break. But his break was not like Mario's. So I'm just curious if he's going to change something. For now, Mario on this 7 ball is taking a little bit more time. So the angle must be quite off. Is he going to run the cue ball 3 rails to play the 10 in the bottom left?
Nicely done. Just caught a glimpse of Xia Liu in the background there. Yeah, so big break. Doing a little dance there. Be interesting, as you say, Tim, to see the next break of Wojciech's. Next 2 breaks of his. Needs them both really to go well to stay in contact with Mario. Even if Mario can win one of them, he'll still keep that 2-rack lead. Could even increase it to 3.
Yeah, so it's all about the reply from Wojciech Szewczyk. What is he going to do on the break? Needs a little bit less cut. Cue ball flying to the right side is dangerous. Still makes that ball, but I mean, he's made 2 and he might still have a shot on this 1 ball. It's just that the cue ball tracking to the right side does catch the 4-railer at times. If that 4-railer bumps the cue ball, well, you have a recipe to scratch in the corner. So a bit risky. For now, it's fine.
Yeah,
Would like to
trying
cut
to
this
improve
in.
that. I think it cuts Tim, right?
Yeah, and then we'll have to run into the 2 ball, I believe. It's quite the cut, so the cue ball will be speedy. Very loose wrist, as you can see in the back. Maybe even run into the 4. Oh. Well, it's still cuts. Well, we see all in on the cut. I think you kind of have to go with where the 3 ball is laying, Mark.
Yeah, nothing really to do with the cue ball. Back and forth maybe 3 times.
And
not bad.
Yeah, just wondering. This looks like it's quite the cut. So he's even looking to play the 4 in the left center 2-rail shape. It's not nice to play a shot on this to hold the cue ball. That's why he's letting the cue ball go a bit.
Yeah, nicely done. Held for the pink 4 in the side. You can just draw over for the orange 5. Oh, I could just stun it. like this shot. Okay, he's left it just a little bit thin, but he's okay, Tim, isn't he, to get to the 8.
Well, straight draw on the 8 does make a great reply for Wojciech. I mean, that would mean 3 breaker runs in 5 racks.
Yes, it will.
Just
Still
the
has
cue ball
one
a bit
break.
on the rail.
One more break to come as well. Well, we predicted high standard, Tim, and it's turning out to be just that. Yeah, beautifully done. Very, very high standard quality pool we're seeing here. Now listen to this for a latest score. The man we saw before, Hubert Lepotko, he's carrying on where he left off against Albin Ocean. He's up against another Austrian, Max Lechner, and he's 4-1 up the pole. And this is a latest score to shock you a little bit as well. Dennis Graber 2, Fraser Patrick from Scotland 4. Felix Vogel and Kasper Matikainen are all level at 2-2. Una Dorma 3-1 up against Luca Men. A few little shocks there, Tim. Very early, of course, but don't want to be 4-1 down really in a race to 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is much more like it, but this time the ball tracking towards the side did come up a bit too high, and he should be happy that that 9 ball is covering him on the 1. As you can see, just look at the 4 slightly coming above the side pocket. Much better, well, quality break, I would say, aiming wise. But then again, it's not a guarantee to make a ball. There's more involved.
It looked to me like he was playing some English on that, Tim. Oh, that's not gone well.
Yeah, a
A
bit
loose.
yeah, a bit offensive too. Like he took on a wide open bank. I'm just wondering, was he really trying to make it, or was he just trying to bring the cue ball back to the bottom short rail?
Yeah, just from the position of the 2, Tim, I don't think he was trying to make it, to be honest. This is nicely controlled. If it slows up, don't be over the 7. It's kind of okay, but he's going to have to play a 3-4 combo here, Tim.
Yeah, and that combination is really not a hanger. Even if you put yourself straight, which is close. A little nick in this combination. Good news is I think he can play pocket speed, so that makes the pocket a lot bigger.
Yeah, you like to be nearer to the combos, don't you, than this normally. He's quite a way away from this. Certainly not Guaranteed to make this one. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, held the cue ball nice. That combination could bring this match 3 each. We're full in a mix of quality breaks and, well, quality break and runs. And then suddenly we see a very shocking mistake happen. So we're getting a bit of both.
Overrun this one by some distance. She still goes to the side though. Cue ball round 3 rails. Tell you something, Tim, I really do admire these guys that can keep producing this quality rack after rack after rack. It just shows how hard they work out of the limelight when they're in their own little pool room, practicing away, doing all those drills. Great commitment, dedication. Day in, day out, the same grind all leads to these moments and the trophies and the money. Tremendous stuff. Once again, wins the rack on both of his breaks. Mario will have the next 2. Xia Liu having a little look over her shoulder, watching the Panda take on Wojtek. I can't imagine for 1 second Mario actually went for that, did he? If he did, it was very, very risky and cost him the rack. This was well judged, around 3 rails. And then straightforward 10 for the pole. Three, the Panda. With the next 2. Yeah, there is a box on the table, guys. Break box. They're not allowed to break inside the break box. They must break outside of it, which is a little bit different to how it normally is. But it's kind of cool. And the 2 breaks in a row is a great feature as well of the EuroTour. Hit them well, didn't he?
Well, there we go again. This time the 2 ball is laying a lot more difficult though, so there is a slight chance for Wojtek to get to the table this rack. As you see, the cut on the 2, I'm not sure. I don't think he will be able to hold the cue ball on the 3 ball. But look at how square Mario has hit him. No big impact at all, but at least just square in the face. No kisses on the cue ball. We'll have to go back and forth. How is it gonna land? I think this is gonna land absolutely perfect. Including the angle to drop back down table on the floor.
That's a real feel shot, that one. Made up his mind straight after the break what he was going to do. And nothing difficult here, Tim. Pinpoint precision position. Leave himself an angle on this 6 ball to go up for the brown 7. That's perfect again. He's got the cue ball on a dime, Tim, on a euro.
Well, overall, if you look at the score, sure, it's 3 each, but Mario is looking slightly better than Wojciech. I think the biggest difference is on the break. And if you can have like that, it's almost like a on command break and run in this format. That's what you kind of need, you know, knowing that you're going to hit the break so well, your chances to make a break and run are so high. Interesting. Not sure what he's looking at. I would like to draw way below the side pocket, but he was pointing at something near the side. Maybe telling himself some kind of a minimum.
Yeah, maybe he was just trying to see where he was going to hit on the rail. But he drew straight back in the end. I have to jack up on this, Tim.
Yeah, I don't think he can just float this in. I think he's got a slight angle towards the 10, so he is jacking up indeed. And now needs the right bump as well. And he's missed the 9 ball mark.
Dear. Well, what a miss that is. And how expensive is it going to be? Can knock your confidence as well. We've done all the hard work there, but that's rotation pull for you. You do all the hard work, miss the 9 or the 10.
Yeah, had to settle for just a long 10 ball. But if he makes this, he actually survives the 2 breaks Mario has. It's guaranteed 4 each if Mario breaks and runs the next one, so this is quite important.
Bit of a quick stroke there, I thought. Didn't really cue it smoothly. It's a chance. Don't think the scratch is on.
It's a really nervy shot. I mean, definitely would have expected him to make it, but couldn't really stun the ball either. He's left a long one on for Mario. I would understand if he overcuts this and plays a bit of a save. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
May force him into going for the bank here. Yeah, he has.
I have to say, when the distance between the object ball and the rail is that far, in general I'm not a big fan of going for the bank.
Oh, it's way off.
Come up
How's
short,
the, how's
and
the
it's
weight?
Well, it's no bueno, as they say in Spain.
No good.
No good.
Oh, Mario's got away with one there. After missing that 9-ball, Tim, he really has. Dreadful miss on the 9. I think he was playing a different shot to get on the 9 than he actually ended up with, to be honest. I think he caught the 8-ball a bit thick.
And yet he had to go way lower with the cue ball, so I'm just wondering why. Like, he definitely needed maybe a diamond more. Yeah, interesting stuff. We've seen an almost perfect match up till this point. Bit of drama in between.
We do love a bit of drama, Tim. You've got to have that in your life. You need a bit of drama. Doesn't always come at movies and the theatre. This is theatre. If you're a pool fan, who's going to exit stage left and who's going to go through to the quarterfinals? Poised at 4-3. Extension called. No beeping shot clock on the EuroTour. The referee has a stopwatch and he will call time at 10 seconds. Clever shot. Well, it's a bit far to jump, Tim.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, might be able to play with a lot of right spin over the left long rail, but not so much cover in case you hit it a bit too thick or too thin. Best thing that could happen is maybe land behind the 8 off the 5. Oh well, he's actually, this worked out really well. He's avoided the kiss on the way back. So he's going airborne now.
Oh,
wow. I don't think the 4 ball, well, I think the 4 ball is in the way on the 2. But at least he has an opportunity now to play a good save and take over control. Could bank the 2-ball down table and the cue ball behind the 8-5. But he might be... Well, the 2 doesn't go. Is he playing... Yeah, I was gonna say if he plays something aggressive on the 4, I would be surprised. I think he's played a solid shot here. Would have liked to block the right long rail. But he's got the cover.
Yeah, what a great shot that is.
That was the perfect return. Could not have played it any better. I mean, we have seen Albin play earlier today, but Wojciech can be a smooth criminal at times as well.
Not so good this time from the Austrian. He's left a chance of that brilliant escape from Wojciech. Szewczyk has opened up this rack. Still some problems though, Tim. Namely the 5. What does he do here, Tim? Just miss the 8 and leave the 5 into the bottom? Was he going into it or coming short side on it?
I like the short side. Top left. Guaranteed to have the 5 to the right center or in the corner. But he's got the pace right. He's played this really well. Back to the open position.
Muscles in the brain in perfect harmony. That's what produces the nice timing through the cue ball. All the Polish lads, very, very nice guys. Met all of them at various events, Tim, over the years. Just super nice guys. All stick together as well. I know Victor Zelensky's kind of gone out on his own a little bit. He's not at the academy anymore, or the federation, I should say, for Poland. Kind of went out on his own, and I think he's suffered since then, Tim, to be honest. And of course they're still all friends, but they're playing at different events now, and Zelensky not travelling as much as he used to. He was here, wasn't he, in the doubles? I haven't seen his name though in this EuroTour Open. Have you seen him at all in this one?
As far as I know, I don't think he played any events in Spain.
I'm pretty sure he played the doubles. Did he not? Perhaps I'm wrong.
I would have to look that up if you really...
Yeah, me too. just remember seeing his name on the list. Maybe he didn't go. His name, I thought I saw his name on the list, but maybe he just didn't go for one reason or another. I mean, you know all about federations, Tim. There's one in Holland, of course, in the Netherlands. But I hear they've stopped supporting certain trips. Is that right? They're not supporting the players for the trips anymore, or not so many? I read something about it.
In the Netherlands?
Yeah.
Well, in general, the funding has stopped. So that was kind of a bummer for most of us. So okay. It was mainly to go, for example, World Championships and European Championships, as we could get official funding from the government there if we would get a medal, for example. But that whole opportunity...
sorry.
Yeah.
Wow. Balls just kept falling in, Tim. I wondered when the balls were going to stop rolling. So you've got no funding anymore. That's a shame.
Yeah, on the other side, I think it's also a great opportunity for us players to not rely on them as much. So that's where I kind of had to overlook everything in my life. And in the long run, it might be better. So who knows, you know, you create your own opportunities.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's, like, take the poles, for example, it's very, very... It takes a lot of weight off of their shoulders, should we put it like that? You know, it allows them to shoot and play freely rather than worrying where the next, you know, meal is coming from, so to speak. Oh, this is a great shot. Oh, I just think the little flick was always going to be good.
Yeah, they have a great system at the moment where they are being paid to go to all the sanctioned events. So all the WPA or IBPF events, I believe so, are, well, sanctioned. So they get a lot of support, which indeed I think it's a great thing. Also, how many polls have we seen succeed in the EuroTour since all that has happened, or World Championships or big events? I mean, every event there is a poll in the top 4 almost.
Yeah.
So definitely a great sign for pool in Poland. And this is a great sign for Wojciech too. Still right into this battle, 4 each. Looking to make another breaker run happen. Surely it's never a guarantee, so we'll see what comes up next.
Players allowed 1 6 or 7 minute timeout, I think it is. No one taking theirs yet. Mario may be thinking about taking one.
Well, he's not very happy to have landed close to the rail. Should be able to manage, but every bit of a body movement can cause you to miss this. These are the nervy ones. He stayed perfectly still.
Not too much backswing, just not too much speed either on the forward stroke. We'll have the next break, another break and run, Tim. More than we've seen in most other games up to now. I'm sure we're going to start seeing more as we get deeper and deeper into this tournament. Semi-finals and final tomorrow, of the men's and the women's. Xia Liu 6-1 up on Miyagi Rapero over there, just racking the balls for herself. But in a bit of trouble, they're racing to 8 in their last 16. Oh, good break.
No future though.
Out.
So we are seeing quite some breaker runs this match, but then occasionally they throw in that one rack where we're gonna see a big battle. This case it's wide open and the battle will be on the one ball. Might even have to kick and stick this. Take matter in your own hands.
Oh, unlucky. If he'd have missed the side pocket bumps, then would have had the hook behind the 9. Looked to have good speed on it. Half a chance then for Mario. Now you're going in and out the corner here, Tim, round the back of the 9. Back to the centre. Or are you going forwards with a little bit of left? How are you playing this one?
I like to play this. Well, maybe you can even play just top spin. Cross straight over to the side. Or to the centre of the table, excuse me. Just towards the 3 ball is the most natural, I would say. And especially on the speed, I mean, it's very difficult to actually run that too far.
Just has the slightest angle to draw past the 5. Well done, referee. A referee, I believe he's from the USA, that one. I forget his name. We don't have a list of the referees' names this time.
Oh, bit too far. Does still have the 3-rail escape. Same thing, running towards the 6, so easy to judge the pace.
Yeah, you hear commentators saying that a lot, don't you, Tim? Coming in on the angle rather than crossing the line. Always better. As you say, easier to judge the speed. You're always getting closer to it. Going to have to come short side here. I say short side, it's barely short side.
Yeah, we'll see him probably shoot the 8 in the top left.
This is a real thriller in Gandia.
Oh, he decided to stun over.
Just a little bit awkward, Tim.
Yeah, probably just the bridge hand placement will be a bit weird. But should be fine on making this ball low left. Killing this to the center of the table. But as you can see, I had to
bridge already.
Had to rewire
Just
there
as you
indeed.
called it. Just as you called it, Tim.
Oh, you can see a bit of a frustration there. Pocketed the 8 over the left long rail. Used the big pocket. Cuba running a little bit further, and now also awkward to get to the 10. But you know, if you just feel the pace that well, look at this. He's just put himself, well, not perfectly straight, but I'll take this any day. We're halfway there. 5 each.
Well, it's lovely to see Jing Yu Hong hang around for the EuroTour. You might remember, Tim, she was the World Junior Champion twice from Chinese Taipei. She stayed behind along with Jiang Shuxing. Jiang Shuxing 7-0 up on Yvonne Ullmann-Hiebler. Pia Filler going well as well, 6-0 up against Nina Tordvand. Mighty Reparo in trouble at 6-1. And I believe we have a timeout. So Tim De Reiter and myself, Mark White, we will do the same. We'll be back as soon as the Panda returns. Welcome back, guys, to the Gandia Palace here in Gandia, Valencia, in the glorious country of Spain. You may have just seen Shasha Liu in the bottom right of your screens breaking off dry. She's 6-2 up now. Mighty Reparo won the last rack. We're all square 5-5 between Mario He and Wojtek Szewczyk. And thank you very much to Orange Fork Productions, who say Zelensky was in Spain. He played the PBS Men's International Spanish Open. I thought I saw his name there. I kind of remembered it, so thank you for confirming. Always good. We know if we say anything wrong in the chat, you'll get us right, guys. You won't let us get away with anything, and I don't blame you. If the players made as many mistakes as I did, we'd be here all night with a race to 10. Instead, we got a full of drama race to 10. We're halfway there. Excuse me, at 5-5. Mario He to break. 2 breaks in a row, remember. Oh, for Rayla. Get out the way, 9. He's okay. Tricky position to the 2. May play the 2-3 combo on Mark White. Good to have Tim Delaita in the house as well. How you doing, Tim? I bet you like that break.
Yeah, look at this. I mean, did not hit the break as well as he's done before. But still, the 1 ball just dressing up so nicely over the corner. And only one good shot to be played is really to get on that blue 2. Will he play for a 2-3 combination? That's the big question.
There's the answer to your question. No
could still roll up
it's
on the
missable.
3 ball. No, he's going aggressive. And he's just on the 2 ball.
Still a mystery how this man hasn't won a really big tournament. He has won, of course, a Pro Billiard Series. Eyes.
Interesting to see him now. Yeah, play a bit more patience game on that. But maybe he was not onto the bottom right. I mean, maybe he felt like too much cue ball work. This is a lot more simple. Still quite effective, I think. Quite a trap for Wojciech. Doesn't really have much over the left side. Maybe a masse around the 4 real first.
Always difficult to masse when you're that close on the ball. It's easy to follow through and catch the intervening ball sliding off the edge of the white. Oh, what a cracker. What a cracking shot.
Yeah, saved himself a bit there. Was in a tricky position. Just made a beauty of a real first. Look at that curve on the cue ball. And now has deserved himself at least a good safety on this 4 ball. But he hasn't This is a bit of a loose one, Mark.
Yeah, after doing all the hard work on that 2-ball.
Uh-oh.
Well, not sure about that. Just completely mishit it. And this is a chance for Szewczyk into the corner. Stunned to the side for the 5. Decent distance away from the rail here, Tim, so you're not jacking up so much. More of a level cue. Beautiful. And the angle to get nicely onto the 6-ball to leave himself on the 7.
Well, with this scoreline, I wouldn't be too surprised if the pressure will get crazy, and also they will be starting to play maybe a bit more defense in the long run. Not in these open positions, but especially after the break, we might see the more defensive options instead of the offense.
I hope you haven't made plans for dinner yet, Tim. It's this could be a long one. It could be going all the way, this one. We're only halfway there. Wojtek is a father, so his family at home. He'll be hoping to bring home the bacon. Like a bird flying back to the nest. He needs to take food, needs to earn money for food. And guaranteed him he'll fight to the end as well for that cause. The lead switching again. One more break to come. Yeah, Mario hasn't been happy with that cue ball since the start, Tim. He's been picking it up and looking at it funny and spinning it against the rail to clean it. I don't know whether he's had the referee in as well once to clean it. I mean, that was such a great shot, that, wasn't it? Judged the swerve to perfection.
Yeah, Mario has been on the losing end a bit on his breaks, and I'm not saying he's guaranteed gonna lose the second rack he's breaking off with, but Wojciech seems to win the first of the two, guaranteeing himself at least a 6 each with his break coming up. That's huge if Wojciech can just win 1 out of the 2 on Mario's break every time.
Oh, great break again.
Just needs to cue ball to stop, and it got that awkward. Frozen to the pink 4.
Look at that cue ball, Tim. Almost perfection.
And that's, I mean, I always feel sad to complain about this, but that little bit of topspin that was on the cue ball is one of the reasons why the balls eventually found the cue ball. Yeah, he's missed the one and he's left it on. That is huge. I mean, just imagine the run out was available if he makes the one ball.
Yeah, that bit of topspin, as you mentioned on the break, meant the cue ball jumped up, stopped, and then went forwards again. And that's why it rolled towards the 4 ball, which was the one that made the miss on the 1 for Mario. So it's little details. This is perfect.
Yeah, just curious. Will he play a 4-9 combination in the top left? Or a possible carom, 4-9, 9 ball in the left center? There's options. The 6 does go to the right center, so not too risky. So to get nice on this 3 ball, doesn't go to the bottom right. So 3 and 4. And he's a bit unsure whether he's going underneath the 3 ball to play the 3 in the right side pocket, or maybe 2 rails in between the 3 and the 8, but let's see. Looks like he's played for the side. Could also choose to play this off the 6 if he doesn't fancy going directly into the side pocket.
I thought
Yeah, it
the
was
10
just
might help him out for a second, but it didn't, Tim.
Was just checking something on that Massey rail first shot that Wojciech made last rack. I mean, we don't have an active table referee at every table, but we do have one doing the shot clock, and both players can choose to ask for the referee to check out a shot. And just found out that there was a foul being made and actually nobody's seen it, so that's a little bit surprising. In the end, I mean, as long as both players are not aware, I mean, that's the most important thing. But a little bit surprising. I'm not sure whether you've seen it, but...
Well, I'll tell you something. I actually mentioned that there's a possibility of that happening, and as he played the shot, Tim, I watched only the cue ball and his tip of his cue. I didn't even see that he'd made the rail first straight away, and I didn't see it, and I was concentrating on the cue ball. It would be interesting to see if a referee had been called over to have a look, whether it would have been given or not. But neither player saw it or knew about it. So it's gone past. It's history. Oh, Mario. Oh, Mario.
Well, also, if you consider, he didn't even have to draw all the way up table. Like a diamond or two would have been fine. So, like I mentioned, we might get to the point where both players are going to start feeling it quite a bit. We might get a lot more of this. Oh, this is poor too. This is not separating the balls.
Carom on the 9.
Yeah, you might have it. Hit the 5 ball as thin as you can. Looks good. No.
Double kissed it, Tim.
Not for him.
Double kissed. Just falling slightly apart at the moment for Mario.
Still some work for Wojciech, but if he can get the job done, he will have the gap. A 2-game window. Just play the pace right. Quite the natural stun angle to play to the left side of the 9.
A little bit straight, but shouldn't be a problem, Tim, with the 10 so close to the corner. And this, for the first time, we've had a 2-rack lead. Daylight between Wojciech and the bander with this 10. Yeah, miss on the 5, proving expensive, Tim.
Yeah, very expensive. And if you imagine, it's a very normal thing to have like a weaker 5 to 10 minutes, just as you have like a very strong high gear for like 10-15 minutes. That usually happens in these long or longer sets. And I kind of feel like Mario at this moment is in a little bit of a dip. While Wojciech steady, maybe even hitting a gear, not missing too much. Yeah, and as you see, Wojciech has taken his time out, wants Mario to be in his chair, thinking about that carom onto the 9. And here's the schedule for tonight, as we still have one more match to come at 8 p.m. Definitely our favorite way to spend our Saturday evening.
I'll tell you what, Tim, just quickly before we step out, Dennis Grabet 5, Fraser Patrick 9 on the hill. The snooker player turned pool player is going great guns. He's good friends with Graham Hickman, who is one of our commentators, and he was speaking to him last night on the phone saying how well he thought he was playing and looking forward to the next game. Well, that's a big result against a man in form. Dennis Grabert in trouble. 9-5 down. So we're going to step out, guys. Mr. Timothy De Ruyter and myself, Mark White, will be back with you very, very shortly.
And welcome back everybody to the Predator Spanish Open. This is a last 16 match between, from Austria, Mario He, and from Poland, Wojciech Szewczyk. In the booth, Mark White and myself, Tim de Ruiter. Score now 7-5 Wojciech, and we'll be breaking the next two. Will he be able to get himself on the hill first?
Slightly off square this time, Tim. Not his best break of the night by any means. Disappointment on the face of the pole. So Mario with the chance to close the gap. At least he's not out of this one just yet. Didn't end up with a shot on the one really. I mean, it is possible, it's cuttable, I think. Two ball is around Tim as well, same area.
Oh, he's caught it very thin.
Off.
And he's left it over the side.
Here.
Oh,
Has to call the 4 here, Tim, no? Play the
well,
bank.
maybe he could even, if you can cut it in the side and get the cue ball to the left side of the 2, that could work as well. If you play the 4, the shape might be a little trickier. I think I like the cut more. Just glad it's not about me.
Horrible cut, isn't it? Oh,
Well, what about you make both?
how about that? This is cuttable. Chance to get within 2 of victory. And breaking to get on the hill. If he can run this out. Maybe won't even go for it. I think he will though, Tim, won't he? Surely.
Well, he can run the cue ball into the 10. And the only ball that can come in between the 3 and the cue ball is that same 10 ball. So I kind of like his odds, but it looks like he is playing the kick and stick. Or is he?
No, he's cutting it surely.
He did cut this with a lot of inside, but the 8 has spoiled all the fun.
Can play this with low left draw. Yeah, off the 1 route. Hopefully stick somewhere near the 9.
Interesting shot he's actually tried to play, just caught it a hair too thin. Trying to bring the cue ball back behind the 9. Can expect Mario to play, well, it's never a simple stop shot, but could be, well, in the end it has become just a stop shot, nothing close to the 7.
He's left a kicking option here, 2 rails. Flick off the top side of the 3. Cue ball heading up the other end of the table. That would be ideal. Oh, he's caught the underside of it. That's definitely what you don't want to do. I don't think he was trying for that, Tim, do you?
Well, he might have been trying to hit it full in the face, 2 rails, but definitely a bit off. And we all know that if you catch it from the back and you cut it a bit too much, that the scratch is like, it feels like the pocket now is 6 inches wide. It's like a guaranteed scratch almost. Vacuum cleaning the cue ball right in. So
suck it up.
that means Mario does have the opportunity to get things together.
Eight already down, so Brown 7 next. Straightforward positional shot. I didn't really want to be that angle on this 7. He's going to have to go short side, I think, Tim, unless he can force it over. Got to be short side, almost straight.
On this, I would really like to at least stay off the long rail. Oh, he's put himself quite straight in the cue ball on the rail. Surely he can play this with top left to bring the cue ball there. Exactly. But how often do we see these kind of shots rattle?
Yeah, he needs to power it through. Left hand spin, he's jacking up slightly as well.
Then again, look at that pace. Leaves himself straight in on the 10.
Seven, 6 it is. Just one between them again, which has been the case through most of this match.
Well, a very important break coming up next. With a unsuccessful break, we could find this match going 7 each, and Mario will have the 2 breaks to bring himself on the hill possibly. So would love to make a couple balls, a good cue ball, control, and a run out to go at least 8-6 up. Then again, the 8. Oh, the 8 gets the little bump. Was going to stay up, but the 7 ball forced it in. Nothing to go offensive on the 1 ball. I mean, surely he does have the bank, but at this stage, any missed ball can cost you the match. Would expect him to thin the 1 ball on the right side, bring the cue ball back down table. Yeah, was hoping for the right nudge on the 3 ball. Honestly, Mario might be able to cut this in. Bit of a 2-way. Cue ball will go down table. Has chosen not to take on the cut, but has he left a window on this? He's not showing us much body language wise, so I would not be sure, but if he's left this cut on, kind of feel like you have to go for it. Oh, just barely dropping, but this is no good. This is a bit of trouble for Wojciech. We'll have to go real first. Well, I'm wondering if he even had enough on the 2-ball to go aggressive for the bottom right. But he's got the full ball hook. Might even have to play it like a jump bank on the 2. Go all in. That's what he's playing. It's laying quite alright. Oh, he's even going for the bottom right mark. Can you imagine? Has to land perfectly on the 2-ball with the 4 being in between. Oh, I'm not too sure why he's called. Oh, look at this. That is a brutal scratch over the 6-ball. That is just... that must be one of the most unlucky things I've seen today. Especially at this point, 7-6. It's like this match is wanting to go 7 each.
And no reason why it won't, Tim. Ball in hand after that really unlucky scratch.
Yeah, just has to make sure that he's landing on the right side of the 7 to go back up for the 9. That could be a little bit of a thing, but I'm quite sure he's going to, well, I was gonna say I'm quite sure he's gonna work that out, but he's landed a bit less on this 6-ball, needed a bit more angle.
Trying, guys, to get on the EBPF website. There is a little problem with it at the moment. They're working on it, so the latest scores and the brackets and all that just offline for a second. I'm sure it'll be put right very, very soon. Xia Liu did beat Mighty Reparo. That's the last score I got. Not pleased with this one, Tim.
Well, because he's got the wrong side of the 7, he will have to take a way bigger cut on the 9, which means he will also have to travel the cue ball from 9 to the 10. Sure, he will 100% have to play this, But this is where the mistakes come from at times.
Missed the side pocket, he's okay.
Well, he scratched in the other one. What a scratch for the panda there. And this is a huge thing for Szewczyk. Was not supposed to win this rack after the scratch he had. But he's now up 8-6. Can you believe that scratch? 3 rails.
It's all come, Tim, though, from bad positional shot, wasn't it? Onto the 7 ball. Didn't leave himself where he planned to. Didn't come far enough. Ended up having to go all around the table. And found the side pocket. Now then, 9 days, 20 hours, 16 minutes and 45 seconds and counting from now will be the Jacksonville event, Men's Open, the Mixed Doubles Open and the Women's World 9-Ball Championships, the Kamui 9-Ball Women's World Championships, all coming up for you in just over 9 days' time. 16th to the 21st of December. What a nice way to lead into Christmas. It's going to be a nice gift for 3 champions there in Jacksonville, the home of Predator. It's where it all began, all the magic began 30 years ago. Ball down, Tim. 2 balls down, 3 balls down, and a shot at the 1. And doesn't have to do much to get on the 3, Tim, either.
Yeah, definitely a stop shot will do, but the 7 might not go by the 8. So that will be interesting. I mean, from the overhead view, I thought it didn't go by. A little bit of a wobble, but the 1 ball goes in. Now, if he can drop this in, leave himself the angle to position himself ideally on the 7. Just hoping for him that scratch in the last rack, that it didn't hurt him too much. Loss of confidence is definitely possible.
Trying to convince himself that the 7 ball will pass the 8. It's going to be his next ball. Yeah, and the straighter and closer to it you can get, the better. You want to be looking at the pocket, don't you, Tim, when they barely go.
Well, he's landed a weird again mark on the 9. Does it lay on the scratch? Can he beat the scratch?
I think he has to hit it thicker and play it off the near rail, the side rail.
Might have to bank the 9 ball all around the angles up table. Yeah, this is the only shot he could have played. But he's played the cue ball a bit wild. This 9 is on. 2 balls away from the hill, Wojciech Szewczyk. He's missed a similar one like this very early in the match. Just a little bit of outside and make the ball.
Oh, listen to this, Tim. Dennis Grabe was 9-5 down. He's now all square. Heel they are in that match against Fraser Patrick. Unbelievable comeback. What a fighter. Big-hearted. The big man himself, Mr. Grapefruit. Oh, look at the way he's played this, Tim.
Oh, this then to get on the hill.
There's an echo in here. We both said it more or less the same time. Yeah, this guy has a pretty big heart as well, doesn't he? Never knows when he's beaten Szewczyk, but this time he's got a nice 3-rack lead. Mario will be breaking though to try and stop him. There's one more break and then Szewczyk has two chances to win it.
Yeah, this will be his last break from the 2. Has to win this rack to stay alive. Makes the 4. No future on the 1 ball. Things have just turned completely on him.
Well, do you go for this, Tim? If you're Szewczyk, you're on the hill. Has a clear shot at it, but he's on the rail.
Well, you kind of have to take the risk. No, he did not take the risk, even though the 2 was in front of the side. But this is definitely one of Wojciech's strengths. Played a good save. I don't even think the 1 real kick over the right side is there, so the jump cue will be out. He's gonna try and separate the balls. Just called it just in case in the top left.
Got away with it. Maybe an edge. No, there's not. Is the cloth old enough now, Tim, that he could play this with left hand spin off the top rail? Or is he going 2 rails, maybe 3 rails in between the 8 and the 9?
That might be a good call.
I'm due one.
Oh, look at this.
Brilliant.
This is not the first time. He's apologizing just because he's hit the ball twice. He just feathered it. And then he pushed it over.
He did 2 rails and 3, right? Sorry,
yeah.
Tim.
Yeah, but still, I mean, most of the people would say, why does he apologize? Because this was the shot he intended to play. He's hit it well, but you need a bit of luck here and there. With the inside spin mark, look at this. That was a fantastic jump. I mean, a lot of people would not recognize it. He's jumped it with inside to grab the cue ball off the short rail and send it towards the 10.
Terrific shot.
Wow.
Yeah, Wojtek giving him the tap of approval as well.
Oh no. Yeah, a bit brutal. Cue ball running behind the 5. And another jump for the Panda. Close, but is he gonna give Wojtek something? It's not always going to land safe. Is it this time?
Wow. Who'd want to play this shot? Almost impossible to play the 1 and get on the 2, so it's going to be another safety in behind the 10-3 again. It's a big target, those 2 balls. Now, what about this jump carom?
Well, the 3 ball is awful close. I mean, I actually was not even considering jumping. Just has to... Oh, he's playing the intentional foul. Tied them up nicely. But there could be another sticking safety behind the 8. If he sends the 1 ball under the 3 and the 10, Mario might be in big trouble. That might not be it. 1 ball is on, or at least available for another safety, but he has the open look.
Make all the 3 just in case. Oh dear. This time it is on now. Is there an angle, Tim, to draw into the 2 and the 9?
Well, was not trying to open up the 2. It's gonna play safety behind the 8. Cutting the 2 ball into the 9. Will be interesting to see if he's going to try and play the cue ball twice the long rail behind the 8. Or from the long rail directly to the short rail. He's even going rail first.
Rail first, yeah.
Just, yeah, but the scratch is
Cue
huge.
ball. Cue ball.
Oh.
What a risk that was. I think if you're 9-6 down, you don't play that shot like that. to let you guys know, the site is up again, the EPBF.com. It's all working nicely. If you want to check it out now, EPBF.com.
That is just, I don't even know what happened. Like, the cue ball goes off the 5 ball in the side. Well, he's also missed the bank, so I mean, it's not like it was an unlucky scratch, but the scratch really makes things more dramatic for Mario. And we do now have a chance to close out the match. This is for a place in the quarterfinals, which will be played tonight at 8 p.m. local time. It's in 2 hours from now.
I'll be talking in my sleep by then, Tim. About Paul, of course.
Yeah,
Looks
just
like it
perfect
could well
shapes.
be the end.
Will be interesting. Is he playing just a little bit of draw, taking more distance, or will he draw the cue ball into the long rail and out for the 7? Just to see his preference. I would say he draws into the long rail. Possibly same thing.
Won't get a better chance than this, Tim.
Yeah, 3 balls away from the quarterfinal. And I have to say, a lot of heart this time in this match. Struggled a bit in the beginning. Mario was breaking so well, but kind of broke down. The wheels come off during the match. And this man, stable as always, just kept going. He's landed absolutely perfect on the 9 ball too. He can draw back over the long rail. Just a bit of left. Cannot imagine him being far off the 10.
Oh, he's overdone it slightly. Mario here knows he's on his way out. He'll be on his way to Jacksonville in about a week's time as well, I would think. So it's just been a really, really hard fought battle, this, between 2 class players. The break has been very, very important, as always. But this 10... And there it is, fought with all his heart, as he always does. It's not meant to be for Mario He. Don't forget, join us at 6 p.m. local time for the quarterfinals of the men's and the women's. Tim De Ruyter and myself, Mark White, we've enjoyed having your company. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for all the comments in the chat. I'll see you guys tomorrow. But for now, from me, it's ta-da.